Hi, I'm Peter Kelly and I'm the Group Director of Sustainable Operations at ISG, and I'm joined today by...
Hi, I'm Ashlyn Vaikkath, an apprentice construction manager at ISG.
And we're coming to you today from the Cambridge Institute for Sustainable Leadership, the Utopia building in Cambridge. So the Utopia building helps to showcase the ethos of the Cambridge Institute for Sustainability Leadership through its very nature of the building itself, the way that they've embraced sustainability right from the start, from the outset of the project all the way through to completion with the final product. So that meant that every decision that was made from design through to completion was taken with sustainability in mind and through a sustainability lens. So we can collaborate with CISL and our partners to showcase the importance of retrofit to the industry through what we're doing anyway as part of this building, which is showcasing it in every way we can. The Power of Place campaign really showed that the fit out of a building in particular is really important to attracting and retaining talent. And you can see around this building that it's been designed with people in mind. The colour palettes, the material choices, they're all very low VOC, there's very little chemicals involved, and there's a lot of bio-based materials which not only have a lovely complexion when you look at these materials, but also alongside the planting are really healthy for your environment and how you function with this building. So it's really important that that message gets out there, that if you design and you build with the people in mind, then people want to work in beautiful spaces like this. So we can inspire future generations, young people and their parents to join the industry, to design spaces like this by showcasing the building, by getting the message out there. We've done some work with Cambridge University already in some of their architectural departments to show off what the art of possible is and what this building can achieve. So there's lots of opportunity to get out there, to get to the schools and showcase the importance of the digitalisation piece for this building was really important in terms of how we were going to design this building and how we were going to make sure it operated correctly. So there's lots of different elements to this business that I think would really attract people into our industry and hopefully increase the diversity of what we're trying to achieve in the construction industry. So we can impact future roles across the built environment with buildings like this by showing the collaborative nature of how people need to work together. And I think it's going to be really important in the future for architects, engineers, etc. to have a more multidisciplinary approach where they understand other disciplines that need to come together to deliver a building like this. So architects will need to understand how the M&E systems work. Engineers will have to understand how the architectural will work. So there'll be a wider knowledge of different disciplines going forward around, again, the digitalisation of how we're going to work going forward. So it's going to be really important that people broaden their skill set, understand different roles and responsibilities, and are able to integrate into their own roles how they manage that going forward.
This project means a lot to me because it was my first construction site that I've ever been on since I started as an apprentice in 2021. I was working with guys that have been on this project for 15 years, or not on this project, in construction for 15 years. So they've told me that working with material that they've never worked with before and so seeing it firsthand as my first job, it's going to be quite normal in the future, sustainable projects like this, and it's like my standard now, and I'm hoping to take whatever I've learned on this site and use it for future projects and hopefully promote sustainability a lot more. So for me, there's probably two achievements that is the most memorable, one of them being Prince Charles at the time, or King Charles now, him visiting the site and him being interested in like the different parts of the building. Maybe he's not ever seen before, like no carpets on the flooring, and him being a bit surprised but encouraging about it and like explaining why that could create less waste or how we can improve sustainability in that sense. And the second one being getting a BREEAM Outstanding for this project, because it's getting harder to probably, so it encourages projects to strive to be more sustainable on site, and it being like a benchmark, so it encourages probably refurbishment or retrofit more than a new build, and seeing what elements can be reused on site.